Okay, we're going to be doing our owl in a mixed media way. If you don't know what mixed media means, it means using two different types of mediums. Our two types is going to be paints and oil pastels. So we are going to paint the background and then we're going to add oil pastels to the color of our owl. Now, because we're painting first, today is paint, and then Monday will be, or the next day we meet together, we'll be adding the oil pastels of your owl. So on your tray, when you get back, you're going to find it is a round brush. This is just because there's the tips you'll be able to get in those smaller spaces, and then a very dark blue. Again, night owl. So let me move this off. Remember, please keep the paint on the tray. Make sure you have a paint mat so you're ready. And again, we're just painting, oops, dipped a little too much, around our owl and around the owl's tree limb. Go right up to that black. And I know you know to smooth it out. We don't want a clump of paint on there. We don't need to get more paint until our brush has no paint. Okay, so that is what we're doing today. Now, please notice, I noticed as I was painting, do you see all the paint that is on the metal danger zone? I don't need all that. I did not really think as I dipped, yes, there's a lot of paint because 4th and 5th grade is using this. So when you are dipping your brush in there, don't drown him. He does not need to touch the bottom of the pool. Just dip his hair in there. Don't do what Miss Lawson did. I did too much, because this is how we get paint on our hands, is because we start moving our fingers down here closer to the danger zone, and then paint gets everywhere, and then we kind of make more of a mess. So when you're done, go ahead and drop your tippy in the pool. If you were in charge of getting the tray, don't forget to close it up, get your tray back to where it belongs. Everybody else, you are walking your owl and your paint mat to the back. Don't forget to drop your paint mat off on the metal cart, and then put your owl on the drying rack. Okay, make sure that you have your owl. You don't need a paint mat, so if you have one, just make sure you move it off to the side. We're going to use our oil pastels to add the color. Now remember, your oil pastels are on the bottom of your cart in one of the containers. So you have all different colors in there. Now, your owl, if you would like to be creative and make your owl purple, go for it. I'm not going to judge your owl colors. I, on the other hand, I'm going to use what you would probably see on an owl. So you're just going to take your time, use your oil pastels to add some color to your owl. Now, if you don't know what a color is, flip your paper over, scribble to see what color that gives you. I like the gray and the brown. Okay. Again, scribble it on the back if you feel like you're not sure what color goes where. I didn't add a little, I know if you don't know, owls technically don't have ears. They have something called a tuft that resembles an ear, but they do not use it to hear. So, fun fact about owls I've learned over the years. You don't want to go over the black line. You want to stay within the white part, especially if you're using a color that will cover it like this gray. So I'm going to speed through and add the color to my owl. Again, you are using oil pastels. Please do your best. I should not see a lot of white over there. Now, when you hit something like that, you're just going to have to go around it. Okay, so you can see I added gray around most of it. I left his, what I would say, the belly of his fur or feathers white, but I did add some little black dashes of color. You could do brown is a normal color for a owl. And then I did have to go back and add the yellow to his claws. So the only thing I would say I wanted to add that I didn't add with my drawing is a yellow moon. So Let's see if it works over this paint. Worked good enough. So please take the time, again, add their color the best you can. I don't want to see as much white on your owl. I know some owls are white, but that's not the owl we're going for. So take the time. Again, you do not have to use normal owl colors. If you would like your owl to be a different shade, a very interesting abstract owl, go for it. So please make sure that your owl, once you've added your oil pastels, it goes in your portfolio. Please make sure all your oil pastels are in the container, and the container is put back below on the bottom of your cart.